One of the great things that technology has done for us, very similar to how we're using technology now to communicate with one another, is that technology has given us a chance to be able to express ourselves, right? And in the midst of that, while we're expressing ourselves, we want to separate ourselves from the pack and make ourselves appear great. And God's created each one of us to be great, so there's no issue there. But promoting yourself to be the greatest in any field, for that matter, is something that's not new. The disciples in Luke chapter 9, verse 46, were confronted with this same reality. You can see the sentiments inside of them. Again, these men were human, so they were faced with the same challenges that all of us are faced with. Luke chapter 9, verse 46 says an argument started amongst the disciples as to which of them would be the greatest. And that's still an argument that's going on today amongst many people. It says, Jesus, knowing their thoughts, he took a little child and he had him stand beside him. Then he said to them, whoever welcomes this little child in my name welcomes me. And whoever welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. For it is who is least among you who is the greatest. So you can find simplicity in that, having a welcoming decorum in the life of a new believer or in the life of somebody that needs help in some way, shape, or form, or somebody that's weaker than you are, which I think is what the child represents. It represents someone who's defenseless, someone who can't stand up for themselves, someone who's exposed to the elements. So when you're looking at someone who's defenseless or can't stand up for themselves, welcome them into the fold of Christ and let them know that Jesus loves them. And that essentially will make you the greatest. You don't need to talk about it or promote it. So continue to live a life of humility and service wherever you are, whether you're in your workplace or in your home, whether you're in your school. Make that humility and that life of service a part of who you are. Come under a covering and don't be afraid to be the least, for Jesus says that the least is the greatest.